you ever had your heart set on something and you just knew if you got that thing, if it worked out the way that you thought it would or that you wanted it to, then you'd be filled with so much joy and peace and happiness. You just knew that's what you needed or wanted. But then you got that thing, or it worked out the way that you'd hoped, but the opposite happened. You were filled with stress and grief and anxiety, and you were just burdened by this thing that you just thought so much that you wanted. It didn't fill you with joy. It was actually the opposite. Well, that happens to us a lot, where we want things and we think it's what we need and what we want. We think it'll be a source of joy, but it's really not. You know, joy is a common theme around Christmas. That's one of the things that we're told in the story of Jesus' birth, that his coming would bring joy. But what we know about Jesus is that we can count on him being our source of joy. We can count on him bringing joy to our lives. We know that the devil may tempt us with things and happiness, but it's Jesus who brings joy. Jesus says this later in his life in John chapter 10, verse 10. Jesus says, "A thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. I have come so that they may have life and have it in abundance." Know this morning that Jesus means to bring you joy, and you can count on that. You can count on what Jesus brings into your life, that from his perspective, it doesn't turn out to be something that becomes a burden to you or becomes something that you feel like, oh gosh, if only I'd never followed Jesus, then I would have been happier and filled with more peace. No, you can count on the joy that Jesus brings. The devil may tempt you with temporary relief and temporary pleasure, but Jesus brings lasting joy. And so let him be your ultimate source of joy. Have a blessed day.